I'm Amy from Body Fit by Amy, and this is your prenatal kettlebell workout. You know I love kettlebells. There's kettlebell workouts all over this channel, and it's a perfectly safe and effective workout to do during your pregnancy with a few modifications. First things first, please make sure that you have been cleared by a doctor to work out before you do this or any other workout. And make sure that you're monitoring your intensity and heart rate. Whether you're in your first, second, or third trimester, we want to make sure that on a scale of 1 to 10, that we're working out at maybe like a 6 or a 7. Also make sure you're staying hydrated. We'll take breaks, but listen to your body. Anytime you need water or anytime you need a break, just hit pause and take one on your own. Okay, so I'm gonna be using my 10-pound kettlebell today. So that's one of the modifications I would say is maybe go a little lighter if you're used to heavier kettlebells. In a lot of my videos, you see me with a 25 or an 18-pounder. I'm gonna go a little lighter today. It's completely up to you and what you're used to, but if you're a little bit further along like me, I'm about 35 weeks, so almost there, I'm gonna go a little lighter, but listen to your body. All right, so let's go ahead and set our kettlebell to the side, and we're gonna start with just a quick little warm-up. So we're just marching, rolling through the shoulders. As we know in pregnancy, our joints get a little bit looser. Take them forward. Everything gets tired a little bit more easily. So we just want to really make sure that we're warming up. And like I said, listening to our body. Big deep breath in and out. And let's go a couple more. And one more. And arms out. Let's go flat back. So we're just going to flat down and then round it up. Those backs get really sore and tight in pregnancy. Also the hips, so take those knees out a bit. We're carrying all that extra weight up front. So really important to roll through. One more. And bring it up, and just little taps across. Reach across your body. Stretching through the back. And then let's take it over our head. So we're gonna keep it kind of basic today. We'll still get a good workout. Your heart rates will be up. All the muscles are gonna be working. But we're not gonna do a lot of compound movements, putting upper and lower together like I often do. Let's go hamstrings, bring them up. We're gonna keep it kind of simple, one move at a time. That way you have the option to take it up, take it down. You can always do the moves without the kettlebell knees up if it starts to feel like too much. And then because the kettlebell tends to always work our balance, do little kicks, reach it forward, not a lot of space there. We'll be working our core from the standing position with all of our lower body and upper body moves. We're not gonna do any core in the mat today. That's partly because I'm in my 3rd trimester. I can't be flat on my back, but certainly please check out my prenatal core workout if you want extra. Okay, so shake it out. Bend your knees to grab that kettlebell safely. And we're gonna start with just your basic kettlebell squat. So toes are about shoulder width apart, toes pinning forward. You can start with that kettlebell down, or if you're feeling good, you wanna bring it up to here if that feels okay in your back. It's a little more stabilization in your abs. Either one is fine. Let's squat low. So basic squat, you know this, sitting low like you're sitting in a chair. Drop those hips down. Again, once we get into that 2nd and 3rd trimester, our joints get a little bit looser, so we want to be careful. You don't have to go super low on this. Just keep the weight in the heels, press through the foot, but really specifically through the heels to engage the glutes. Again, if this feels like too much, you can just hold it right down to the center. Just make sure it's not pulling our chest forward and our back. We're gonna keep the chest up, keep sitting low, breathe. And everything we're doing today, we're gonna do about 45 seconds and then get a little 15-second active rest. Last one, and then just tap it out. Good, guys. So if you're like me, that already got your heart rate up, not a lot of space here now that I'm 8 months along. I can feel those lungs a little bit more. So go ahead and grab that kettlebell here, just standing position. We're gonna do a little curl. So drop it down and bring it up, here to here. So we're just curling in. If you want a little extra, push your hands in against that kettlebell. If you're trying to push your hands together, we call that a crush curl. You get a little bit extra. If you've got a really light kettlebell, feel free to switch it to just one hand at a time. That's totally fine. Just make sure you're getting even both sides. Switch, here we go. We've got about 5 seconds to go. Breathe. And relax. Good. Tap it out. 15 seconds active rest. So let's go to that plie squat next. Toes out. Knees are wide. Hips are open. Again, you can hold that kettlebell down or you can hold it at the chest. Either one is fine. Plie squat. Drop it here. Squeeze it up. So on this, I want you to really think about those Kegel exercises too that we hear so much about pregnancy. Squeezing as if you're trying to stop the flow of urine is the best way to describe it. But really, really important in pregnancy, post-pregnancy, is strengthening those pelvic floor muscles. We talk about them a lot in Pilates and core too. But really important for just your recovery and then getting your abs back, right? That's what we all want. We want to stay strong in that core and then get them back after baby. Also really helpful during labor and delivery. 5 seconds, squeeze, and relax, tap it out. So now we're gonna go to our little shoulder press. So just like the curl, hold it here. We can just go straight up and down, or if you want, one hand up and down. Here we go. So either one is fine. I'll tell you when we get to the halfway point, and then you can take it to the other side or just hold it right in the center. Just lift and lower. Breathe. So you don't have to go super high. Maybe you have a heavier kettlebell, you can just go to here. If you start to feel like you're using that back, put one foot back. Go ahead and switch. If you were doing just one arm, switch to your other arm. You can be here, up, and bring it down in that racked position. There we go. Just about 5 seconds to go. Breathe. And relax. Good. Tap that out. All right, so we're gonna turn our bodies. We're gonna take it to a lunge. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Notice we're just kind of going from upper body to lower body. Kettlebell can be down on the side. Baby brain. Here we go. Drop it down. And again, just like the rest of our lower body, if you want to hold it center, get a little more core activation as long as that feels okay on your back. Hold it right at chest level, so we call it holding by the horns. Drop that knee, push through the front heel. If this feels like too much, you need a little balance, feel free to grab onto the wall or a chair or the back of the couch, whatever works. That's gonna help a little bit. We're keeping it stationary for that reason. We're not moving too much through those lunges today, just to make sure that we have good balance, because balance is also a little off in pregnancy, as you probably know. And relax. So stay in that same position, and let's take it to a flat back row. So 1 foot back, knee forward, roll those shoulders back, flat back. We're gonna bring the elbow up. Here we go. Elbow up, drop it down. And basically what we're doing with this workout, we're gonna go through all the body parts, all the exercises, I should say, just once. It's gonna be a pretty good workout, but if you need more, you can always start this workout over and do it a second time. We're gonna make sure that we get everything covered, but keeping it short. So again, maybe if you're in that 3rd trimester like me, you need a little less. You have that option, or you're just not feeling it today. But if you need a little more, you can certainly do it twice. Keep squeezing in that shoulder blade. 5 seconds, flat back, and relax, tap it out. Let's turn our body to the other side. So other foot forward, other foot back, kettlebell down by the side or at the chest. Either one is fine. Regular lunge, other leg. Here we go. Dropping that back knee. Nice, good posture. Push into the heel. And again, we're moving pretty quickly. We're gonna get some water after this next row. But if at any point it's feeling like too much for you, take a break, grab some water, do what you need to do for you. Listen to your body. So important all the time, but especially in pregnancy. Make sure that we don't push too hard. It's not the time to to push. We want to stay active and healthy and strong, but not overdo it. 5 seconds. Last one. And relax, shake it out. And then we'll go to that row. So keep that same foot forward, other foot back. Roll those shoulders back so we have a nice flat back. Knees are soft. Kettlebell down in front. And bring it up in the row. Here we go. So I'm kind of letting it go a little bit out in front of my body. So I feel it all the way through my back. Get all that weight in the front too that's helping us work our core from this position. So in this third trimester, I've been really careful not to do very much core work at all other than all this stabilizing stuff. You're gonna get enough from stabilizing, a few planks here or there, but for the most part, being more careful in the third trimester when you have all that weight in front. We know first trimester we can keep doing pretty much everything. Second trimester, planks and anything not on our back. Last two right here. And relax, tap it out. Let's have everybody grab a sip of water. We're gonna get a little 1-minute rest, so it's up to you. I want you to grab some water. Keep your feet moving if you can. If you need to take a little break and sit, that's okay too, but we want to keep moving to keep that heart pumping. So, hopefully these moves are enough to keep your heart rate going. If you need a little more, feel free to do a little jog or modified jumping jack or full jumping jack. It's up to you, whatever you need for you. We just want to keep that heart rate up. Again, in pregnancy, our body's working overtime anyway, so that heart should be pumping no matter what, but certainly if you're used to a little bit more, feel free to add it on. All right, so we're gonna bend down, grab that kettlebell. Again, we still have a few more seconds of rest. So we're gonna put it in our left hand. We're gonna step out to the right into a side lunge. So you know this move, really good for the hips and the hip joints. Stepping out, opposite leg from the kettlebell. Here we go. Kettlebell comes down, push it up. Here to here. And again, if you want a little more core stabilization or a little more arms, you can hold it at that chest. Just really sit into that hip, push out of it. I'm gonna keep it low. If you're keeping it low, what we're gonna make sure is that we don't round in that back. Left leg stays straight, or opposite leg stays straight, and lean into that hip. Really important to try to keep those hips open during pregnancy and stretched out and strong, because these are our labor muscles, right? These are our push muscles, our abs and our legs. We have 5 seconds. And relax, shake it out. Let's keep it in this hand. So let's go to that modified windmill. So a lot of times, our regular windmill, we take it up top. We're not gonna do that in pregnancy. We're gonna keep it low, toes, left toe out, hand up, drop it down. So this way we can still work our core, work those obliques, but without the pressure of the weight up top. Sometimes that's a little bit too much for our abs. Again, depending on the weight of your kettlebell, you might be fine if you have something a little lighter, but you're just bending down to that leg. Remember to push through that opposite back leg. It's not back, it's just a little bit behind. You got this, we got 15 seconds. Really get the stretch out of it. Stretching is so important in pregnancy. 5 seconds. Again, keeping it low, be a little safer on our abs, and tap it out. So switch that kettlebell to the other side. We're gonna do both of those on this side. So right hand has the kettlebell, stepping out left to the side lunge, and then we'll do that other windmill. Catch your breath, here we go. Drop it down, push it up. Drop it down, push it up. Nice work, guys. And breathe, and push. Out of that hip, really lean into it. Again, if you want the option of a little more core, a little more arms, hold that kettlebell at your chest. That's okay too. Keep breathing. We're about halfway there. We just have a few more things. Catch after this in the workout. Good, guys. 5 seconds to go. Breathe. And last one. And tap it out. Good, good. So other side windmill. Let's turn that right foot out, or whatever side has the kettlebell. Other arm up, leaning down, get the stretch out of it, and then push out through that leg without the kettlebell. Stretch, and then reaching through the obliques. So obliques are working hard, but we're also getting a nice good stretch, kind of like that triangle in yoga. And breathe. Again, we're keeping the kettlebell low on this one, and I sometimes do it both ways. If you've watched other kettlebell workouts on my channel, sometimes we do it low, sometimes we do it high. Both really great exercises, particularly if you're a beginner or newer to kettlebell. I always like to start it low. And relax, tap it out. Awesome, guys. All right, so we're gonna turn our bodies. So instead of doing swings in this workout, we're gonna do a deadlift. So kettlebell in front, roll those shoulders back, and you're just doing that soft bend in the knees. Kettlebell comes right between the feet and bring it up. So you know this is the beginning of our swing, right? So little bend in the knees, but it's not a squat. Squeeze up, lock out at the top. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the hamstrings, pull those shoulder blades in. So I have done swings in my pregnancy. They're perfectly fine to do as long as you're listening to your body. I would say by that 3rd trimester, it's getting a little tight in the back there. There's not a lot of room in the front. I would say avoid them in that 3rd trimester. But certainly if your body is used to it, you might be okay, 5 seconds. But why take chances, right? And relax, tap it out. So let's take that kettlebell. We're gonna put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, bring it up, and we're gonna go triceps behind the head. So elbows are in, the bell part is up top. We're squeezing here, trying not to arch the back. That's why we have the 1 foot back, here to here. You got this. Looks like this from the front. Notice that my elbows are in close to my head. What we don't want to do is be out here, put pressure on the shoulders, keep them in tight. So we're here to here. We are almost done. So close. And breathe. Good. I don't know about you, but I'm sweating. My heart rate has been up, but not too high. I'm feeling good about the intensity level. 5 seconds. And relax, tap it out. So one more time with that deadlift, you have the option to keep what we just did or take it to a one-legged deadlift. So a little more balance, little more core, 1 foot forward. It's totally up to you. Take it here. So you're just leaning and pushing it in. And you can keep it as small as you want. You can just go here to here, or you can get a little bit lower, drive into that heel. You also could have the chair or the couch here if you need a little extra balance. It is a balance exercise. If it feels like too much, just take it right back to that regular deadlift. Lots of glute, lots of hamstrings. This is what we're doing in place of our swings, getting all through the back, but a little lighter of a load, right? Than that swing, which is a lot of power, a lot of momentum. We love it, but we're being a little careful in pregnancy. 5 seconds. Whew, feel that stretch and that burn. And relax, stretch it back. There we go. We'll do same thing, other side. So other foot forward, roll the shoulders back, push into the heel. Here we go. And squeeze. So really great to stabilize the core. Again, work in the core without having to go do traditional core exercises that we can't do right now in pregnancy. Just balancing. But if you feel too off balance, don't take chances. Go back to the regular deadlift with 2 feet. Here we go, breathe. Excellent, we have about 15 seconds to go. Every time I look at the clock, I get off balance. And one more. And relax, stretch it back. All right, guys, so one last little power move from the arms. We're gonna put 3 things together: curl, press, and triceps. So hold it here, watch me. Up, up, triceps, and then bring it down and down. Curl. So this is our last move, so really work hard through those arms. We're gonna need strong arms once the baby gets here. We'll have a lot of time holding, picking up, rocking that baby. If you wanna add a little extra push, take it in that plie squat or regular squat, it's up to you. Again, this is just our final exercise. So get that heart rate up even more, or just keep your regular arms. Here we go. You can take it down, up. Going a little bit longer on this one. You got this. Finish strong and breathe. Down. And one more after this. Good job, guys. Sorry I surprised you with that power move in the end. And relax. Good, so tap it out. Let's drop our kettlebell, bend your knees to do it. And just do little taps. Let's let that heart rate come down. That last move may have gotten it up a little bit more. So hopefully everything's feeling good. We worked all the different parts of the arm and the back, legs, glutes, hamstrings, and then in the process, our core was working the whole time, just stabilizing. So let's just do little gentle reaches across just to kind of shake that out. And over the head. And then reach it over and just hold, just let it stretch. Get that stretch through your side, through your back. Ooh. Good work, guys. Again, if you need more, start this over. Do all of that again. Everything was pretty isolated. Nothing with too many crazy moves putting them together like I normally do. Reach those hands back, grab behind, and squeeze. And take it forward, chin to your chest. And then let's take one foot forward, one leg bent, one leg straight. Put your hand on each leg, reach towards that toe. So maybe you just get to here, maybe you can get to here. It doesn't matter, pull the toes towards you and get that hamstring stretch. Those guys worked hard on those deadlifts and all of the squats and lunges. And other side, hips back. To the front, open up those hips, sit to the side, there we go. Make sure right after this that you get good water intake for good hydration. We need a lot of it all the time, especially when we're carrying a baby. And those feet in, big deep breath in, and out. And that was your prenatal kettlebell workout. Great job, everybody.